Let's go. Set. Wide 80. Wide 80. Hit it. Hit. That's it. Wide 20. Wide idiot. Set. Red. Set it. Ready, ready. Set. Hit it. Ready, set, hit!
Headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooners offense will go on the attack first. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Hauls it in. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Zings it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. On the move, he fires. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a... The option, he'll keep it. Got the first down. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, Ohio. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running inside, it's Boone. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the grab on the left. Hits the crease. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like Lee and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here comes the heat. Left side is Boone. Still on his feet at the 45. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Sooners, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And how about that? That's the first IM.
Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. Runs through a tackle. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Oh, pressure's coming. Needed a little more oomph to get it there.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. 2nd and long here. From the gun, it's Boone. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field position than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown Sooner!
This coaching staff is trying to identify.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Hits inside, it's Boone. At the 35, he's got Boone. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah,
he makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this offense, dude.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick give. It's Boone. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that.
Touchdown Sooners! And the punishment has been extended. And another passing. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. There's some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, This is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The run inside. It's Boone.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Turning it on. He's at the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive. The Sooner offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
ready. Wide 53, wide 53. Go, go. Ready, ready. Wide, go, go. Here we go, ready. Why did he go? Let's go. Ready, ready, go. Down, ready. What? Go, go. Down, ready. Go, go. Down, ready. Go. He ain't going nowhere. Ready. Why did he go? Ready, ready. Ready, go. Something else, baby. Here we go. Ready. Ready, go. Oh, they can't stop it. Ready. Go, go. Down, ready. Go, go. Just a little play with me, baby.
Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Coach Venables told me before the game, he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on it.
The Huskers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the back. Stop right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass, makes the grab. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Boone. Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. Caught in the backfield. It's Boone. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Throws quickly. He ended up going backwards on... Got him on the RPO. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will keep it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Driving forward, it's Boone. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the third. Gives it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, looking for a man. Holds on, it's Boone. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Look out! And they got him.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock.
Offense in an empty set. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Out wide left. It's Boone. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the right. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Buckeyes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Lincoln. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Boone. At the 35, he's loose. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Pass to 6. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Boone. Touchdown Sooners! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a crease. It's Boone. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Finds his target, and they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He's looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The quick game. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Second down, going to throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw again. Finds his man. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They want to throw it. On target. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this?
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Down, ready. Wide 29, wide 29. Where did he go? Down, ready. Ready, go.
Let's go. That's how we
Down, ready. Go, go.
They don't want none of this. Good job,
Ready. Ready. Go, go. Ready, ready. Go.
Likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oklahoma's offense will get first crack at it today. Offense in a bunch formation. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Got a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Second down to the air. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The give on the counter. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws it off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Throws to the back. Left side is Boone. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Off-play action on 1st down. Turns it upfield. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6. The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safely. You know, go bananas, go.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can...
Makes a grab and room to run. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Lost to throw on 1st. Finds his tight end. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forced. First play of this drive. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. Running inside. It's Boone. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He'll set up to throw. Lucky to get it off.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
It's complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to move them on the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And it's picked off at the goal line. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they... Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Boone. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just barely got rid of it. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Another.
The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. From the gun, it's Boone. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Heaves it deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a... This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They'll run him again. They were all over it. Georgia using its final timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked
Ready, ready! Red 18, red 18! Ready, go! Here we go, ready! Ready, go! Ready, go, go! Down, ready, go, go! Down, ready! Why did he go? Down, ready, ready, go! Ready, black, go, go! Ready, ready, go, go!
take it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. So Oklahoma's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one.
Break. Here we go. Go.
Hits inside. It's Boone. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick give. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Keeps it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Out wide left, it's Boone. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slipping out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Snap on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Takes a handoff. It's Boone. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break.
Here we go. Ready, go.
This time they'll throw it. Left side is Boone. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Inside the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Drops back on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains and got a first down in the red zone. And the Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They give it to him again. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the big fella. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Boone. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Quick give, it's Boone. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll move the wide receiver. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on 1st. Got his man. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's Kentucky in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game in Norman. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at...
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Puts him in the spin cycle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Burrowing for yardage. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The run inside. It's Boone. There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown Sooners. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you. Makes the grab in their space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but When you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Boone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boone. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything and a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He's past the 30. They finally get him on the ground. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
down. Ready. Black 18. Black 18. Where did he go? Ready. Ready, go. Ready, ready. Go, go. Here we go. Ready, go, go. Ready, go.
Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his...
Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooners offense will start this game off with the football. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Rid of it on the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long here. Running inside. It's Boone. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Tells to run, wants to pass. Right side, it's Boone. Open space at the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, it's Boone. Might have a chance. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
How about...
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. 3rd and 10, still back up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there.
Hits inside, it's Boone. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They give it back to him. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Turns into the pile. Turning it on. The 50. Inside the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown Sooners. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at... Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the...
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quick give. It's Boone. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Crosses the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Wide receiver going in motion. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This time it's complete. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're in. The run inside. It's Boone. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the wideout. RPO complete. Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. How good have they been on 3rd down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone. And now they're faced with 4th and goal. Less than a yard to go for a first down. And the offense will remain on the field. They'll try to power it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That is his 3rd score of the game, and now 14 on the season.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held him so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Drops back on 1st down. Extending the play. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. First down here for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Straight ahead, it's Boone. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Right back to it. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and
Great place to start for this offense.
Here we go. Ready. Why did he go?
Fresh set of downs going up top. Snags it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Break. Over. Ready. Whoa, ready, go.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Like 18. Go.
They'll go to the counter. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Handoff again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. 3rd and long right here. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Calls his own number. Oh, he's got some space. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Snags it, and there's running room. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boone. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Gonna run it. It's Boone. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and... They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff. and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.
Ready, ready! Red 54, red 54! Ready, go!
Get in the weight room, son!
Here we go, ready! Red 18, red 18! Go, go!
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! You don't want that! You don't want that! You don't want that!
Ready! Blue 22, blue 22, go, go!
Get nowhere. You're going nowhere.
Down, ready! Black 88, black 88! Where did he go?
Drop something else, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get loud. I want to hear you.
Down, ready! Black 14, black 14! Ready, go! Down, ready! Black 18, black 18! Go, go! Ready! Red 80, red 80! Go, go!
Money in the bank, baby. You know what? Why don't you just start over?
Ready, ready! White 53, white 53, go!
Get him. Mama, come and get him. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here we go, ready! White 80, white 80! White 80, go! Ready! Blue 30, blue 30! Ready, go!
Yes, sir. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Down, ready! White 29, white 29! Ready, go!
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
Down, ready! Blue 85, blue 85! Go, go!
It don't even matter, baby. It don't matter. It's okay.
Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the... So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will now get its first chance with the football. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
On the ground, it's Boone. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. And we've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They've got him corralled.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Unleashes one. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the move. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown Sooners! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
He's loose on the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for...
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Quick completion to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They just keep firing. Got out of trouble and throws. Turns it upfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Running inside. It's Boone. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The throw. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown. Play action on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. On the run, it's Boone. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistent.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boone. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Took care of it himself. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. From the gun, it's Boone. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. They'll ride him again. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really...
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Hits inside, it's Boone.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And the RPO got him. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They are finishing the deal, Bill. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. This rivalry is always full of passion. It brings out the best in both teams, but today, Oklahoma a little bit better, David.
Yeah, it's hard to handle all the hype of the Red River rivalry, and Oklahoma did an unbelievable job coming out the gates, handling it, putting hook 'em horns where they belong, behind OU.
Yeah, you know, and this is a game that not just these players, but I think fans of college football in general circle at the start of the year every single season. The Red River rivalry is just special because of the tradition and history these two schools bring, but it's all about Oklahoma today. Boomer, Sooner, and bragging rights for another whole year.
To the victor, the spoils. And the spoils in this one, the golden hat, and Oklahoma will be wearing it. That's it for the latest edition of the Red River Rivalry. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and our entire team, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye and so long. That'll do it for this edition of EA Sports College Football. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack,
Down, ready. Red 80. Red 80. Where did he go? Down, ready. Wide. Ready, go.
Here, baby.
Ready. Go, go.
Baby, get hot. Get up.
Ready, ready. Go, go. Here we go. Ready, go.
Baby, let's go. Get close.
Red. Where did he go? Down, ready. Ready, go.
Good night, baby. Good night, baby.
Down, ready. Ready, go. Down, ready. Go, go. Ready. Go, go.
Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Kentucky Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdown, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing...
Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So Oklahoma's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Off play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's going to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Cherry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Quick give. It's Boone. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Could not make his way to the corner. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. 12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. They're all over him. Touchdown Sooners! Makes the grab inbounds! This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. We reached a quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Zips it out to his man. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Boone.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs.
Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll close in on him after a good... Offense in a bunch formation. The run inside. It's Boone. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't set his feet.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the...
Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Holds it in on the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Straight ahead, it's Boone. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Running free. Oh, he was hoping for the pick six. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Long way to go on second down. Caught on the RPO. Able to haul it in, right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Caught close to the marker, it's Boone. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's piled up 87 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he...
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical.
Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to pound their way in. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. A very... Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And now on second down for this offense. Finds his man on the RPO. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to get the corner. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. The Wildcats called their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man down the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He'll pull it down and run. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
On the run, it's Boone. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.